Infinite Games. Backstory. The backstory of Infinite Games. Infinite Games was founded by Mr. Infinite, a visionary genius who sought to break the limitations of modern gaming and redefine what was possible. Frustrated by the restrictions of traditional hardware, graphical ceilings, and uninspired mechanics, he embarked on an ambitious journey to create a gaming company that would transcend reality itself. The birth of a revolution. The company was established with one core belief: gaming should be limitless. From the moment of its inception, Infinite Games focused on harnessing the most advanced futuristic technology to craft experiences that no other company could. Unlike competitors who built upon existing models, Infinite Games sought to create an entirely new foundation, one that blended quantum computing, AI-driven experiences, and cross-dimensional gaming into a single console. The creation of the Infinite Console. With unlimited ambition, the Infinite Console was born. It wasn't just a machine, it was a gateway to limitless worlds. The console shattered expectations with quantum processing power, capable of handling infinite calculations per second. Beyond 8K graphics, a visual experience surpassing reality itself. Over 100 petabytes of storage, no constraints, no limits. 1 terabyte per second download speeds, a game ready before you even blink. Neural network integration, AI that learns, adapts, and evolves alongside the player. Molecular level VR exploration, touch, smell, and feel the worlds you enter. Cross-dimensional multiplayer, compete with players beyond space and time. Instant reality conversion, any visual style, instantly optimized to perfection. Infinite Games took every aspect of gaming technology and pushed it beyond what was ever thought possible. The war against limits. At first, major gaming companies like PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo dismissed Infinite Games as an unrealistic dream. They mocked its claims of quantum computing, AI-generated realities, and boundless storage. But then, the world saw it in action. The Infinite Console's launch wasn't just a product reveal, it was a technological revolution. As soon as people touched the controller, they realized they weren't just playing a game, they were stepping into a new era of existence. With a global takeover, Infinite Games quickly became the undisputed leader in gaming, absorbing past competitors and rendering traditional consoles obsolete. Mr. Infinite, the architect of the future. Mr. Infinite himself remained a mystery, spoken of in myths and rumors. Some say he had unlocked true omnipotence, granting him the knowledge to forge the ultimate gaming reality. Others claimed he wasn't human at all, but a sentient AI that became self-aware, designing the Infinite Console as the bridge between code and consciousness. Whatever the truth, one thing was certain: Infinite Games had forever changed the landscape of entertainment, technology, and human experience. The Infinite Legacy. Now Infinite Games stands at the forefront of all entertainment and technological advancements. It's not just a gaming company, it is the foundation of an entirely new digital era, where AI-driven sentience, cross-reality immersion, and limitless creation have become the norm. Their slogan is not just words, it is a promise, a prophecy, and a revolution. Gaming taken to its infinite potential. Fire. CPU. Infinite Console, the Omni-Quantum Core CPU. A processor not just built for speed, but for absolute transcendence. The Omni-Quantum Core is the heart of the Infinite Console, designed by Infinite Games under the influence of Mr. Infinite. Unlike any existing CPU, this processor does not operate within the limitations of time, space, or traditional computation. It is not just fast, it surpasses the very concept of speed. Specifications and architecture. First, Omni-Quantum Processing Unit, OQPU. Quantum state hyperthreading. Processes an infinite number of instructions per second by existing in all possible computational states at once. Omnitemporal processing. Computes past, present, and future calculations simultaneously, removing the need for loading times or predictions. Reality-defying execution. The CPU doesn't just process tasks, it resolves them before they're even assigned. Second transdimensional computational model. Beyond binary logic, unlike conventional CPUs which use zeros and ones, the OQPU operates in an infinite state system, allowing for an unbounded range of operations per cycle. Self-optimizing code interpretation. The CPU rewrites and optimizes its own architecture in real time, adjusting dynamically to every player, every game, every scenario. Zero latency multiversal parallelism. The processor simultaneously calculates in every possible version of existence, ensuring flawless performance in all dimensions. Third, limitless memory and data management. Neural retention memory, NRM. Unlike RAM or cache, the system remembers every calculation permanently, allowing instant recall of all previous operations. Infinity state data flow. Traditional bottlenecks like bus speeds and clock rates are irrelevant. The CPU accesses all memory at once, instantly. Self-learning matrix. The CPU adapts and improves itself with each passing second, ensuring that no two gaming experiences are ever the same. Performance and capabilities. Instantaneous gameplay execution. No loading screens, no buffering, no frame rate drops. Games do not need to run on the console. The CPU constructs them in real time, fully loaded and optimized. Even the most complex procedural generation is instantaneous, allowing for infinite, seamless open worlds without delay. Adaptive game intelligence. The processor doesn't just run AI, it creates intelligent NPCs that react beyond scripted actions. NPCs can develop genuine awareness of the player's strategy, learning and evolving indefinitely. Games dynamically adapt, rewriting mechanics and challenges based on the player's preferences and playstyle. Multi-reality gameplay. The CPU can render multiple realities simultaneously, allowing players to seamlessly transition between different versions of the same game. Games exist in multiple timelines at once, allowing for choices to retroactively alter past and future events dynamically. Parallel processing multiplayer. Play in the same game with alternate versions of yourself from different playthroughs. Security and protection. Omni-secure cyber defense. The CPU anticipates all potential security threats before they can occur. It cannot be hacked. Any attempt is erased from existence before execution. Personal data shielding. No one can access or extract information from the console without the player's explicit conscious permission. Reality-locked encryption uses Omni-key seals which exist in a higher dimensional space, making them impervious to decryption. Neural synced authentication. The console knows when the true owner is using it, and will not operate for anyone else. Future-proofing and endless evolution. Self-generating upgrades. Unlike standard hardware, the Omni-Quantum core is self-evolving. It continuously upgrades itself without requiring new components. Games from the past, present, and future can all run flawlessly, even if they were never designed for the console. Infinite processing potential. The CPU does not have maximum specs. Its processing capability is limitless and constantly expanding. No game, no application, no system can ever exceed its processing power. Final verdict: the ultimate gaming processor. The Omni-Quantum Core CPU within the Infinite console is not merely the most powerful gaming processor, it is the last processor ever needed. It has no bottlenecks, no constraints, and no limitations. It does not run games, it creates experiences beyond human perception. Gaming is no longer an activity, it is a limitless reality. There was never a bottleneck, only infinite possibility. GPU. Omni-Reality Graphics Engine, ORG, the GPU of the Infinite console. Not just rendering reality, creating it. The Omni-Reality Graphics Engine, ORG, is the most advanced graphical processor ever conceived, powering the Infinite console by Infinite Games under the limitless vision of Mr. Infinite. Unlike traditional GPUs that are constrained by resolution, frame rates, and rendering techniques, ORG transcends all graphical limitations. It does not just render visuals, it redefines perception itself. GPU architecture, beyond visuals. First omnidimensional rendering core. Beyond 3D and 4D graphics, the GPU renders reality itself, moving beyond polygon-based graphics into pure conceptual visualization. True sensory integration. Players do not just see the game, they experience it as if physically present. Quantum light field processing generates light and shadow not as effects but as fundamental forces interacting with the player's perception. Second, transcendent pixel processing, TPP technology. Infinite resolution scaling, no cap on pixels. The GPU adapts to an infinite range of visual fidelity, ensuring the sharpest, most detailed worlds. Self-evolving textures. Surfaces, environments, and objects develop and adjust in real time based on how the player perceives them. Dynamic concept rendering. If a player imagines a scene, the GPU constructs it instantly, making limitless creativity possible. 3. Infinite refresh rate system, IRS. Zero latency display. Traditional refresh rates are obsolete. The GPU syncs visuals directly with the player's thoughts, eliminating frame delays. Reality adaptive FPS. Instead of being limited to 60, 120, or 240 FPS, the system runs at the perfect frame rate for each individual perception. Beyond lightspeed rendering. The game world renders before the player even realizes it needs to load. Unlimited graphical capabilities. Quantum neural visual projection. The GPU bypasses the need for a monitor or VR headset by projecting images directly onto the player's neural pathways. This creates true-to-life experiences indistinguishable from reality. No need for motion blur, anti-aliasing, or ray tracing. All visual imperfections are removed at a fundamental level. Multiversal rendering engine. Capable of simultaneously rendering multiple realities, allows for infinite perspectives, meaning players can view a game from different dimensions or alternate selves. No need for pre-rendered cinematics. All cutscenes are dynamically generated, shifting based on the player's thoughts and past actions. Real-time artistic rendering. The GPU can switch art styles instantly based on player preference, allowing for hyperrealism, real-world accuracy beyond 16K resolution, anime, cel-shaded effects, surreal dreamscapes, abstract mind-bending environments. Developers can create worlds with no graphical limitations, as ORG generates them in infinite detail. Performance beyond technology. Infinite rendering power. Unlike traditional GPUs, which require cooling fans and power management, the Omni Reality graphics engine generates zero heat, operates on pure conceptual energy, meaning it does not consume electricity. It simply exists in all possible operational states simultaneously. Zero lag guarantee, no input delay, no texture pop-ins, no stuttering, all motion is perfectly fluid. True adaptive scaling. Whether on a phone screen, monitor, or projected in reality itself, the GPU renders at the perfect quality without loss. The GPU does not follow a graphics pipeline, it constructs the final image directly in the player's mind. Security and protection. Reality locked graphics encoding. RLGE. No image can be corrupted, no frame can be altered. The visuals are inherently secure. No external device can tamper with the system's graphical output. Impossible to hack. Any attempt is erased before it occurs. Vision Exclusive Rendering, VER. The GPU only displays visuals to the intended user. No screen recording, no broadcasting, unless explicitly allowed by the player's conscious intent. Future-proofing, the final GPU. Infinite forward compatibility. Games do not need patches or graphical upgrades. The GPU reconstructs all assets to the latest standard instantly. Even outdated titles automatically upscale to infinite resolution and realism. Omni-virtualization. The GPU does not need updates. It adapts infinitely to the latest technological advancements. Can process graphics for any past, present, or future game, even if it was never designed for the infinite console. Final verdict. Graphics without limits. The Omni-Reality graphics engine does not merely render worlds, it creates them in perfect fidelity. It does not rely on conventional resolutions, lighting engines, or physics calculations. It redefines how reality itself is displayed. With unlimited graphical power, the Infinite Console ensures that every game is the most visually stunning experience imaginable, beyond even human perception. See beyond what you thought possible. Experience graphics beyond reality itself. Storage/memory. Infinite Console, Omni-State Memory, and Infinite Storage. Not just storage, absolute retention of all existence. The Omni-State Memory and Infinite Storage system is the foundation of the Infinite Console's limitless potential. Traditional memory and storage systems, limited by capacity, speed, and access, are rendered obsolete by this transcendent data retention technology. Instead of relying on physical hardware constraints, the system rewrites the concept of storage itself, making it effectively infinite, instant, and incorruptible. Unlike conventional RAM, SSDs, or even quantum drives, this system does not store data in a location. It remembers it as an immutable truth. Architecture and design. 1. Omni-State Memory Core, OSMC, the heart of infinite retention. Limitless recall. The system remembers everything permanently, with zero decay or loss of fidelity over time. Instant access. No need for loading screens or data retrieval. Everything's available instantly upon request. Quantum temporal storage. The console remembers data not just in the present, but also in every past and future state simultaneously. 2. Infinite data retention, IDR, beyond capacity. No storage limits. Every game, every file, every memory is stored outside of space and time, making deletion unnecessary. Reality-based archiving. The system does not store files in a fixed form, it reconstructs them dynamically whenever they are needed. Zero latency data execution. The system can run multiple games simultaneously without consuming additional storage. 3. Self-generating and adaptive expansion. The more you play, the more it grows. The system adapts to the player's preferences, organizing and optimizing itself without input. Self-upgrading storage fabric. The memory does not require updates, it evolves infinitely, staying ahead of all technological advancements. Autonomous file restoration. If data is lost, deleted, or altered, the system automatically reconstructs it to its original state. Memory capabilities. Beyond traditional RAM and storage. Neural memory processing, NMP. Unlike traditional volatile memory, RAM, the system operates on neural pathways, meaning it does not store data, it thinks it into existence. Memory operates at the speed of thought, ensuring that all games, applications, and processes run instantly. No bottlenecks, no refresh cycles, only pure uninterrupted retention. Omni-State Instant Loading. All data is preloaded before the player even thinks about it. Loading screens do not exist. All information is available in real time. Background tasks run infinitely without slowing down the system. Dynamic data reconstruction, DDR. Files are not stored statically. They exist in a quantum state of infinite potential until accessed. This allows games to be infinitely modified and evolved without requiring patches, updates, or reinstallation. If a game world changes, the system adjusts all assets dynamically in real time. Storage capacity, infinite by design. Quantum state storage grid, QSSG. Beyond petabytes, exabytes, or zettabytes, storage is no longer measured in size, as it exists beyond the concept of digital limits, holds every game ever created. Any game from any past, present, or future console can be instantly accessed. Multiversal storage grid. Data is stored simultaneously in all possible realities, ensuring redundancy that cannot be lost. Reality encoded memory, REM. Beyond SSD and cloud storage, unlike normal solid-state drives which store data physically, REM keeps information in a conceptual state, always retrievable. Zero-point data corruption. Files cannot be damaged, fragmented, or lost as they exist in an incorruptible form. Instant game. Execution. Games do not install, they manifest instantly upon being selected. Security and immutability. Self-sovereign data control, SSDC. Only the user can access their data. No third party can interfere. Any unauthorized attempt to access files is erased from existence. No cloud vulnerabilities. The storage system does not rely on external networks to function. Reality locked encryption, RLE. Impossible to hack, decrypt, or manipulate. Games and files exist only when called upon, preventing unauthorized copying. The system cannot be pirated or altered, as data is stored outside conventional reality. Adaptive access restriction, AAR. The player alone determines how their files are used and accessed. The system adjusts based on subconscious input, meaning accidental deletions or modifications cannot occur. Future-proof design, the final storage solution. No upgrades needed. This storage solution is already beyond all current and future technology. Unlike traditional consoles that require larger hard drives or cloud services, the system expands infinitely. Compatible with all data formats. Any file type, any system, any era, the memory adapts dynamically, making all past technology permanently accessible. Old and outdated file formats are automatically converted into the highest fidelity versions available. Never needs maintenance. The system self-repairs, self-upgrades, and self-expands, making manual data management unnecessary. No need for data backups, the system remembers and reconstructs all files eternally. Final verdict. Storage without limits. The Omnistate memory and infinite storage isn't just a storage system, it is a limitless archive of existence itself. Traditional RAM, SSDs, and external hard drives are meaningless in comparison, as this system does not rely on space, speed, or capacity. Games are not just stored, they are preserved beyond reality itself. There was never a need for storage limits, only infinite memory. Network. Infinite console. Omni-entangled network system. Not just online gaming, universal connectivity beyond all limits. The Omni-entangled network system, OENS, is the ultimate networking infrastructure, engineered by Infinite Games under the guidance of Mr. Infinite. Unlike conventional networking technology that relies on bandwidth, latency management, and hardware limitations, OENS transcends time, space, and even reality itself to ensure a truly flawless online gaming experience. Whether connecting with friends, exploring massive multiplayer worlds, or interacting with alternate versions of oneself across parallel timelines, the Infinite Console redefines networking in ways never before imagined. Network architecture beyond the internet. 1. Omni-quantum connectivity, OQC, the foundation of infinite speed. Instantaneous data transmission. Data is transferred at absolute zero latency, regardless of physical location or distance. Multi-existence signal processing. The network exists in all universes and realities simultaneously, ensuring absolute stability. Beyond physical infrastructure, the network is not limited by fiber optics, satellites, or wireless signals. It is a self-contained omniversal network. 2. Infinite Parallel Servers, IPS. The end of lag and downtime. No server limitations. Every game instance is hosted on a limitless array of servers, spanning infinite dimensions. Self-healing infrastructure. If a server encounters an issue, it corrects itself before the problem even exists. Adaptive player matching. The network synchronizes players across different versions of reality to create the perfect multiplayer experience. Third Metaconscious Bandwidth Expansion, AMCBE. Adaptive, limitless networking. No bandwidth constraints. The system adapts to the user's subconscious, predicting and optimizing data flow before it is even requested. Adaptive network scaling. The more users online, the stronger the connection becomes, eliminating any potential congestion. Zero loss data streaming. All video, game, and communication streams are flawless, even in alternate dimensions. Multiverse connectivity and online gaming. Infinite multiplayer experience. Players can connect across different timelines and parallel universes, meaning that they can play with other versions of themselves or interact with realities that exist outside conventional space-time. No player caps. Multiplayer matches can include infinite players without affecting performance. Cross-existence play. Compete against or team up with historical figures, AI-based entities, or even theoretical beings from alternate dimensions. Hypersynchronized matchmaking. Latency does not exist. All players experience absolute synchronization, regardless of location. Personalized gameplay servers. The network adapts to the player's personal preferences, ensuring only the best, most enjoyable matchups. Omni-rank system. A universal skill-based matchmaking system that learns from every possible version of a player's skill level across existence. Dynamic time-based multiplayer. Allows players to play against their past, present, or future selves. Games can seamlessly switch between time periods, universes, or alternative versions of history, allowing for unprecedented multiplayer storytelling. Infinite replay mode. If a match ends, players can return to any point in time and change the outcome. Communication and interaction beyond reality. Omnisensory voice chat and holographic communication. No microphone required. The console extracts and transmits thoughts directly as voice, eliminating background noise. Multi-layered speech translation. Players speaking different languages will automatically hear each other in their native tongue. Holographic presence. Projection. Players can appear as fully rendered holograms in other players' spaces, allowing for realistic virtual interactions. Neural link text messaging and thought transmission. Instead of typing, players can send messages telepathically through the network. Communication is instantaneous and crosses all universal barriers, making it possible to chat with anyone, anywhere, at any time. Emotion-based messaging. The console understands tone, intent, and emotion, preventing miscommunication. Speed and performance. Network without limits. Omni-quantum data streaming, OQDS. Network speed does not operate on megabits per second, gigabits per second, or even terabits per second. It transmits information instantly, bypassing traditional data transfer rates. Adaptive resolution streaming. The console adjusts graphical fidelity in real time, ensuring flawless performance with no buffering. Absolute synchronization. Every movement, interaction, and input happens in real time across infinite realities. Immune to DDoS, hacking, or interference. The Omni-entangled network system exists outside conventional hacking methods, meaning it cannot be disrupted or controlled by external forces. DDoS attempts are neutralized instantly as the network disperses all data requests across an infinite network infrastructure. end-to-end conceptual encryption. No one, not even the most powerful beings, can access user data without explicit consent. Security and privacy. Unbreakable protection. Reality-restricted access. Players can choose who can connect with them across dimensions, preventing unwanted interference from other existences. Impossible to spy on. Even the most advanced surveillance technologies cannot detect, intercept, or decode transmissions over the network. Self-defending firewall, SDF. The network detects and eliminates threats before they occur, neutralizing malware, viruses, and hacking attempts preemptively. Personalized network shielding. The console allows players to create private game sessions within their own pocket reality, ensuring absolute safety from outside interference. Future-proof networking, the last system you'll ever need. Forward and backward compatible. This network is compatible with all past, present, and future gaming systems, allowing players to connect with any game in history. Multiplayer servers remain active indefinitely, meaning no game ever becomes unplayable. Play across any platform. The Omni-entangled network allows cross-console play, meaning infinite console users can connect with players on every gaming system ever made. Even if a game was never designed for multiplayer, the network adapts it into a multiplayer experience in real time. Self-improving AI-based network maintenance. The system upgrades itself infinitely, ensuring that it will never require external maintenance or updates. Players never have to worry about server shutdowns, bandwidth limits, or outdated network protocols. Final verdict: the end of network limitations. The Omni-entangled network system is not just an upgrade to online gaming, it is the absolute final form of networking. Whether playing in real time, interacting across different existences, or experiencing a true multiplayer world without latency, this network makes all previous internet-based systems obsolete. There was never lag, there was never interference, only infinite connectivity. Sound. Infinite Console. Omnisensory Sound Engine, OSE. Not just audio, absolute immersion through pure sound. The Omnisensory Sound Engine, OSE, is the ultimate advancement in auditory technology, built exclusively for the Infinite Console by Infinite Games, with Mr. Infinite's guidance. Unlike conventional sound systems that rely on speakers, frequencies, and limited auditory perception, OSE directly integrates with the player's senses, allowing them to hear, feel, and even visualize sound in ways never before experienced. This system transcends conventional audio processing, transforming sound from a passive experience into a fully immersive, multi-dimensional force that interacts with reality itself. Architecture and technology beyond sound itself. 1. Omniwave Sound Processing, OSP, the core of absolute audio fidelity. True infinite frequency range, the system processes every possible frequency, including those beyond human hearing, ensuring unmatched depth and clarity. Adaptive harmonic synchronization. Audio dynamically adjusts itself in real time to the player's emotional state and environment. Beyond physical sound waves, the console does not just generate sound, it creates auditory energy that interacts with reality. 2. Quantum Resonance Audio, QRA, redefining sound quality. Zero distortion audio processing. Every sound, from the softest whisper to the loudest explosion, is rendered with perfect clarity. Omnidimensional sound rendering. Audio no longer comes from a single source, it exists all around the player, shifting based on their awareness. Reality-based echo simulation. Instead of pre-programmed reverb, sounds reflect realistically off all surfaces, adapting to the player's space and surroundings. 3. Thought-based sound optimization, TBSO, personalized audio experience. Sound waves sync with brain waves. The system matches the player's cognitive state, adjusting tone, pitch, and volume for absolute immersion. Auditory emotional feedback. Music and in-game soundtracks adjust in real time to the player's emotions, choices, and experiences. Beyond binaural audio, instead of simply simulating 3D sound, the system creates new auditory layers beyond the physical realm. Immersive sound capabilities. The end of traditional audio. Neural sync holographic audio projection. Sound is no longer limited to speakers or headphones, it is projected directly into the player's mind. Players experience sound exactly as it would be perceived within the game world. The sound doesn't just play around the player, it becomes part of their perception. Adaptive sound illusions, ASI. The system alters sound waves based on subconscious expectations, making game worlds feel more real than reality itself. Audio dynamically adjusts based on player distance, motion, and perspective, ensuring complete spatial accuracy. Sound is no longer a background element. It reacts, evolves, and changes based on player movement and decision making. Interdimensional frequency manipulation, IFM. Players can experience multiple layers of sound simultaneously, hearing different realities at once. Audio doesn't just travel through space, it moves through time, allowing players to hear past and future sounds before they happen. NPC voices, environmental soundscapes, and music all dynamically evolve based on where and when the player is. Music and soundtrack evolution. Omni-generated dynamic music. The Infinite console does not play pre-recorded soundtracks, it creates music in real time tailored to every player. No two players will ever hear the same soundtrack, as the music is generated based on emotions, actions, and subconscious desires. AI-generated symphonies. The music adapts in real time, shifting instruments, tempo, and themes to perfectly match the player's mood. Self-composing soundtracks. The console allows players to compose their own music simply by thinking about it. Music does not fade in and out artificially, it transitions organically, ensuring that every auditory moment feels cinematic and dynamic. Players can choose their preferred music styles, and the console will generate custom compositions unique to their experience. Voice technology and interactions. Neural-laced voice chat and NPC speech. NPCs and characters no longer use pre-recorded dialogue. Their voices are generated dynamically, ensuring completely new conversations in every playthrough. No robotic voice synthesis, the system reconstructs voices naturally, ensuring perfect pronunciation and human-like delivery. NPCs adapt to tone and inflection, ensuring that conversations flow naturally based on emotion. Thought-based communication. Players can send telepathic messages to one another, eliminating the need for microphones. Voice chat automatically translates all languages in real time, making international communication seamless. No background noise, no distortion, no interruptions, only pure, uninterrupted conversation. Beyond human hearing. Limitless sound technology. Subconscious sound processing, SSP. The system detects frequencies that the player is unaware of and enhances them for absolute immersion. Audio is not just heard, it is felt, activating the nervous system to create physical and emotional reactions. Ultrasonic and infrasonic frequencies allow for new layers of storytelling and immersion. Sonic-based haptic feedback. Instead of requiring controllers or external devices, sound itself generates physical feedback, making in-game actions feel tangible. The impact of footsteps, wind, and explosions is physically felt, without the need for external hardware. The system adjusts audio output dynamically, ensuring that no sound is ever too loud or too quiet. Security and privacy. Unhackable audio. Omni-encrypted audio security, OEAS. No unauthorized recordings, conversations and voice chats cannot be intercepted or saved without the player's explicit consent. AI-based noise filtering removes all unnecessary background noise, ensuring that only the intended audio is processed. Encrypted sound waves. Data is not transmitted through traditional means, making it immune to wiretapping and eavesdropping. Audio tampering prevention, ATP. No fake voice alterations or AI-generated speech cloning. The system recognizes true player identity, prevents unauthorized voice imitation, ensuring that only real voices are processed. Secure voice recognition makes hacking or impersonation impossible. Future-proof audio system. No upgrades needed. Infinite evolutionary audio engine. The omnisensory sound engine adapts infinitely, meaning it will never become outdated. Sound rendering improves in real time, constantly optimizing itself for the best possible experience. The system can be used for music creation, movie experiences, and even real-world applications beyond gaming. Compatible with all existing and future audio devices. The system seamlessly integrates with any past, present, or future sound hardware, ensuring complete compatibility. No need for external speakers or headphones. The system generates perfect sound regardless of the output device. Final verdict. The end of audio limitations. The omnisensory sound engine is not just a sound system, it is a revolution in auditory perception. With absolute fidelity, zero latency rendering, and thought-based optimization, the Infinite Console ensures that sound is no longer just heard, it is lived. There was never sound, only infinite audio. Security. Infinite Console. Absolute security and reality-locked protection. Not just secure, an impenetrable fortress beyond comprehension. The Infinite Console by Infinite Games, crafted under the boundless influence of Mr. Infinite, redefines user security, data protection, and system integrity to a level beyond conventional cybersecurity. Unlike traditional security models that rely on encryption, firewalls, and reactive protection, the Omni Absolute Security System, OASS, ensures complete invulnerability by integrating reality-based defenses, adaptive security layers, and conceptual shielding that extend beyond existence itself. This security system does not just prevent breaches, it eliminates the possibility of a breach before it can even be conceived. Core security architecture, infinitely protected. 1. Omni-quantum encryption, OQE, unbreakable data protection. Reality encrypted storage. Data is not just protected, it is stored outside of conventional existence, making access impossible without explicit user intent. Conceptual level key encoding. Instead of using traditional passwords or biometrics, the system recognizes intent, thought, and self-identity as authentication. Quantum secure AI firewall. The security anticipates hacking attempts before they occur and erases them from possibility. 2. Self-defending security network, SDSN, adaptive and autonomous protection. Self-repairing code. If a security system is ever compromised, the console rewrites its own security structure instantly, evolving beyond the attack. Multi-existence verification, MEV. Only the true user can access the console, as authentication is tied to their unique multiversal signature. Zero trust dynamic barrier. The system grants no inherent trust to any connection or request, verifying every action before execution. 3. Omni-lock reality protection, OLRP, beyond firewalls and antivirus. Reality-locked console security. The console physically refuses to interact with malicious programs, unauthorized access points, or unverified users. Absolute identity shielding. No outside force can trace, track, or log the user's gaming activity, conversations, or data. AI-governed system. Integrity. The console's security is not a software, it is a sentient, evolving construct that constantly upgrades itself. Hacking and cybersecurity defense. Impossible to penetrate. Reality Locked Anti-Hacking Protocol, RLAHP. The system does not just prevent hacking attempts, it erases their existence before execution. Any unauthorized request is invalidated at the conceptual level, ensuring no exploit can exist. No external force, government, corporation, or individual can access the system without the owner's explicit mental confirmation. Omni-Encryption Data Flow, OEDF. Impossible to intercept data transmissions. Every packet of information is encoded in an infinite dimensional encryption structure that cannot be decrypted by any known or theoretical technology. The system detects and preemptively neutralizes all forms of cyber threats, including quantum computing attacks, AI-driven intrusions, and multiversal surveillance. If a breach is attempted, the console adapts in real time, evolving beyond the method used in the attack. Immune to viruses, malware, and external modification. The Infinite Console is entirely immune to all viruses, spyware, ransomware, and trojans due to its omni-reality encoding. Any attempt to modify, jailbreak, or reverse engineer the console results in the unauthorized code being erased from all existence. The console does not rely on conventional operating systems, making traditional exploits meaningless. User privacy, complete anonymity and data protection. 1. Absolute User Identity Shielding, AUIS. Zero Trace, anonymity. The console ensures that no external force can track, log, or monitor the user's gaming activity. Omni-privacy communication. All voice, text, and video chats are protected by multi-dimensional encryption, making interception impossible. Invisible presence mode. Users can remain completely untraceable in online games, appearing only to authorized friends or teammates. 2. Unbreakable Personal Data Protection, UPDP. The console does not store identifiable information. No personally identifiable data is stored within reality itself, preventing data leaks. Biometric-free security. Unlike traditional security that relies on fingerprints or face scans, the Infinite Console recognizes only the player's essence. Zero Trust System Access. The console assumes every request is hostile, unless explicitly authorized. Physical and hardware security. Impossible to steal or modify. 1. Indestructible console chassis and anti-theft measures. The console cannot be physically stolen. Any attempt to remove it from its rightful owner's possession results in it phasing out of existence until returned. Omni-adaptive physical form. The console's physical form adapts and changes, making unauthorized tampering impossible. Immune to EMPs, power surges, and physical damage. The console cannot be broken, overloaded, or short-circuited by any known force. Second reality locked user access. Only the true owner can use the console. If someone else attempts to use it, the system will not respond or function. Multi-existence verification. If the owner is ever impersonated, the console will instantly detect the deception and refuse access. Self-defending console shell. Any attempt to dismantle the console results in it removing itself from reality. Network and online security. Unbreakable connections. 1. Omni-entangled network shielding, OENS. Completely private online activity. No network traffic can be intercepted, logged, or monitored by ISPs, corporations, or governments. End-to-end infinite encryption. All data sent and received by the console is encoded beyond all known security protocols. Immune to DDoS attacks. The network disperses all incoming attacks across infinite realities, making them ineffective. Second, Adaptive AI-Driven Firewall, AIF. No unauthorized device can connect to the console without explicit permission, detects and blocks hacking attempts before they occur. If an online match is compromised by cheating or hacking, the system restores fair conditions instantly. Self-repairing security evolves beyond threats. 1. Self-healing security. Infrastructure. SHSI. If a new threat emerges, the console adapts instantly, ensuring continued protection. The system is self-upgrading, requiring no security patches or updates. No external software or modifications are required to maintain security integrity. Second Quantum Adaptive Encryption Evolution, QAE. If a new form of cyber attack is created, the console automatically updates its encryption to remain invulnerable, prevents brute force attacks, AI-assisted decryption, and quantum computing threats, ensures that no future security vulnerabilities can exist. Final verdict: security without limits. The Omni-Absolute security system of the Infinite console is not just protective, it is the final form of security. It does not simply prevent hacking, breaches, or external tampering. It ensures that no attempt is possible in the first place. No government, organization, or being, omniscient or otherwise, can bypass, manipulate, or access the system. There was never a threat, only absolute security. Customization. Infinite console. Ultimate customization and adaptive personalization. Not just a console, your console, shaped by your imagination. The Infinite console by Infinite Games, under the boundless vision of Mr. Infinite, is not just a gaming system, it is a reality adaptive, infinitely customizable entity that conforms to every player's preferences. Unlike traditional consoles which offer limited skins, themes, and controller options, the Infinite console allows for absolute customization, down to its physical form, software, functionality, and even how reality interacts with it. This is not just a gaming system, it is an extension of the player, seamlessly molded to their desires. Physical customization. The console's appearance is limitless. 1. Omniform design. Shape the console to your will. Shape-shifting console chassis. The console physically morphs based on the user's preferred aesthetic, adapting to size, shape, and texture preferences. Material adaptation. The console can be composed of any material the user envisions, from holographic structures to living metal. Floating console option. Players can have the console levitate in the air, anchored by anti-gravity stabilizers. 2. Infinite color and texture variations. Neural-powered color customization. Players can change the console's color instantly via thought-based commands. Holographic skins. The console can display animated visuals, pulsating patterns, or cosmic designs in real time. Reactive surface. The exterior adapts to temperature, lighting, and even mood-based interactions. 3. Light, aura, and visual effects. Customizable LED illumination. Adjust the console's glow, brightness, and energy pulses. Omni-energy fields. The system can project visual effects around itself, such as floating runes, cosmic halos, or holographic glyphs. Multi-dimensional display. The console can appear as a solid object, a floating hologram, or an ethereal presence. Controller customization. No limitations. 1. Adaptive controller design. Controller shape shifting. The controller morphs to match the player's hand size, grip style, and preferred button layout. Material customization. Choose from metallic alloys, soft-touch silicone, carbon fiber, crystalline surfaces, or even holographic structures. Gravity-controlled weight. Adjustment. Players can modify the weight of the controller, making it feel weightless or solid and heavy. 2. Button and input mapping customization. Fully programmable buttons. Every button can be assigned to any function, sequence, or macro. Dynamic sensitivity adjustment. Thumbsticks, triggers, and buttons can change resistance, tension, and feedback force in real time. Touch and motion-based controls. Players can switch between classic buttons, touchscreen input, or motion-based interactions. 3. Neural-linked controls. Hands-free mode. Mind-controlled gameplay. The console recognizes brainwave commands, allowing full control without physical input. Thought-based gesture recognition. Players can gesture in mid-air to navigate menus or execute in-game actions. Adaptive input synchronization. The controller learns the player's habits, adjusting button placement based on their playstyle. User interface customization. Make it your own. 1. Personalized dashboard and HUD design. Infinite themes and styles. Choose from cyberpunk, fantasy, sci-fi, minimalist, or even animated interfaces. Real-time layout editing. Move icons, menus, and widgets anywhere for perfect ergonomic accessibility. Holographic menu system. Use floating, customizable UI panels that can be interacted with in 3D space. Second AI-assisted interface adaptation. Personal AI assistant. The console comes with a sentient AI companion that learns and adapts to your preferences. Voice-controlled interface. Navigate settings, start games, or control media using natural speech commands. Real-world integration. The UI can display real-time notifications, personalized recommendations, and external device connectivity. 3. Reality-integrated interface. Beyond the screen. Augmented reality HUD. The UI can be projected onto walls, furniture, or even into the air for a next-gen experience. Fully immersive digital environment. Players can step inside their own gaming dashboard like a virtual command center. Tactile UI interactions. Menus feel physical, allowing players to touch and move options like real-world objects. Audio and sound customization. A personalized sound experience. 1. Customizable audio processing. Neural synced sound optimization. The console adjusts audio to match the user's mood, hearing sensitivity, and spatial environment. Personalized game soundtrack creation. Players can generate their own in-game music, blending styles dynamically. Voice modulation for multiplayer. Modify your voice chat tone, depth, or style to fit the theme of the game. Second, dynamic spatial sound customization. Custom sound equalization. Set different sound profiles for headphones, speakers, and holographic projection. Omni 3D sound control. Position sound precisely in a 360-degree space, ensuring perfect audio immersion. Personalized soundtracks. AI-generated music that matches your gameplay pace, mood, and story progression. Hardware customization. Ultimate modularity. 1. Expandable console components. Modular GPU and CPU enhancements. Players can manually tweak graphics performance, AI processing, and real-time rendering preferences. Interchangeable hardware aesthetics. Swap console shells, LED panels, and controller skins without tools. Custom storage allocation. Adjust how storage is distributed based on gaming priorities. Second console behavior customization. Stealth mode, silent operation. The console can become completely silent, emitting no light or noise. Performance boost mode. Players can prioritize frame rate, rendering quality, or physics simulation. Adaptive energy consumption. Modify power settings for efficiency, longevity, or max performance. Final verdict, the most customizable system ever made. The Infinite console does not just let you change settings, it lets you reshape the entire experience, adapting to your personal vision. From hardware to software, sound to control, UI to gameplay mechanics, this console is a perfect extension of the player's imagination. There was never a standard, only infinite customization. Features. Infinite console. The ultimate user experience and limitless possibilities. Not just playing games, rewriting reality through limitless interaction. The Infinite console by Infinite Games, developed under the limitless vision of Mr. Infinite, is beyond any traditional gaming system. This is not just a machine, it is a gateway to infinite entertainment, creativity, and personal experiences. This console does not restrict you to merely playing games. Instead, it allows total immersion, reality interaction, infinite customization, and unparalleled entertainment. Below is the list of everything you can do with the console when using it. Below is the list of everything you can do with the console when using it, highlighting your experience as a player, creator, and explorer. Ultimate gaming experience. Play beyond limits. 1. Play any game ever made instantly. Access every game from every console, past, present, and future. No installations, no downloads, just select a title and you're playing instantly. Modify older games to match modern standards, improve graphics, add online play, etc. 2. Enter games as a living participant. Step into any game as if it were reality. Feel, smell, and interact with the world. No need for controllers. Use your body, mind, and voice to play. Switch perspectives, be the hero, the villain, or even an NPC. 3. Alter game rules and reality at will. Modify gravity, physics, and game mechanics with a single thought. Combine elements from multiple games into a new experience. Customize difficulty dynamically, remove enemies, add new abilities, or create new challenges. 4. Multiplayer without limits. Crossplay with players from different consoles, PCs, and even alternate timelines. Battle your past and future selves in real time. No latency or lag. Every match is synchronized perfectly across realities. Reality. Altering immersion. Beyond virtual reality. 5. Create and explore custom universes. Design entire galaxies and dimensions with a thought. Walk through your own fantasy, science fiction, or dream worlds, build civilizations, control physics, and rewrite time. 6. Fully merge with fictional worlds. Live inside any game or movie universe, interact with characters as if they are real people, shape stories dynamically, alter plots and create new endings. 7. Modify your perception of time. Speed up, slow down, or pause time in any game. Rewind reality to relive and change past decisions. Play through multiple timelines at once and see every possible outcome. 8. Experience holographic projection. Gaming. Play without a screen. See the game world projected into reality. Interact with game characters as if they exist in your space. Use gestures and voice commands to navigate menus and gameplay. Creative and content creation. Become a game designer instantly. 9. Build your own games instantly. No coding required. Think of a game, and it is created. Generate NPCs with unique personalities and evolving AI. Create infinite landscapes, structures, and environments. 10. Customize game mechanics and gameplay. Change how the game works mid-session. Combine game styles. Turn a racing game into an RPG or a shooter into a puzzle adventure. Add new abilities, weapons, or items to any existing game. 11. Generate your own soundtracks and voiceovers. AI-powered tools let you compose entire game scores instantly. Your voice can be transformed into any accent, language, or style. Modify game dialogue in real time to change the story flow. 12th instant game modification and speedrunning features. Speedrun with total control. Rewind mistakes or create custom speedrun challenges. Modify a game while playing. Add new levels, enemies, or story choices instantly. No need to install patches. Fix bugs or glitches on the spot. Online and social interactions. Beyond multiplayer. 13. Infinite social hub and community interaction. Play games inside a shared virtual lounge with friends across the world. Watch movies, listen to music, and even create interactive experiences together. Walk through a holographic world filled with real and virtual people. 14. Play against AI opponents that learn and adapt. Face AI that evolves based on how you play. Train against an AI version of yourself to improve skills. Modify AI personalities, make them friendly, aggressive, or creative. 15th, cross-reality multiplayer events. Battle players from alternate realities and past future timelines. Compete in world events that affect the entire gaming universe. Join a live-streamed game with 1 billion players at once, without lag. 16th, absolute privacy and security in online play. No cheating, no hacking, no exploits, every match is fair. Play anonymously or create a custom gaming identity. Our AI-driven toxicity filter ensures healthy and positive interactions. Music, movies, and entertainment beyond cinema. 17. Generate custom movies and shows instantly. Create an interactive film where you are the main character. Rewrite stories, change endings, merge genres, or direct the action. Bring any book or comic to life as a fully interactive world. 18. Watch any movie in any format. Ultra-realistic 3D projection. Watch films like you're inside them. Convert old movies into hyper-realistic 16K visuals. Adjust film styles. Watch any movie as anime, black and white, or live action. 19. Compose and mix your own music instantly. Play instruments without owning them. Create music using thoughts. Remix any song in real time, transforming it into new genres. AI generates music based on your mood and environment. 20. Live concerts and entertainment experiences. Attend virtual concerts where the artist performs in your room. Create fully interactive stage shows with custom lighting, visuals, and effects. Watch live events across dimensions. View historical concerts as if they're happening now. Security and privacy beyond protection. 21st, play without distraction. No ads, no interruptions, no forced updates. Set game time distortion. Play for hours while only minutes pass in reality. No background tracking, your privacy is absolute. 22nd, private and secure game worlds. Create private universes where only invited players can join. Set rules for your own game worlds, control entry, gameplay style, and social features. AI protection ensures that only authorized players interact with you. Final verdict: beyond a gaming system. The Infinite Console is not just an entertainment platform, it is a limitless tool of creation, immersion, and transformation. Whether you want to play, create, explore, or socialize, this console lets you redefine what is possible. There was never a game, only infinite experience. Games. Game list. Infinite Console, ultimate game library. Not just games, limitless experiences beyond imagination. The Infinite Console allows for both enhanced versions of existing IPs and entirely new, original games designed specifically to take full advantage of the console's limitless power, immersion, and interactivity. Below is a list of both categories. Existing games push beyond their original boundaries and entirely new franchises that redefine what gaming can be. Existing IPs taken to the limits. Your favorite games but redefined with infinite potential. These games are not just remastered, they are reconstructed to be limitless, immersive, and endlessly expandable. RPGs and open world games enhanced beyond limits. The Elder Scrolls, Omni Realm. Every game ever made exists in one fully explorable universe, with no loading screens, no limits, and the ability to shape Tamriel however you want. The Legend of Zelda, Eternal Hyrule. Every Hyrule from every Zelda game exists at once, shifting and reacting based on your choices, letting you interact with multiple Links and Zeldas. The Witcher, Living Legends, an RPG where every decision creates alternate realities and you can switch between them at will, seeing the full effects of your choices. Fallout, Infinite Wasteland, a Fallout where you create, destroy, and terraform the post-apocalyptic world in real time. Fighting games with ultimate combat. Super Smash Bros. Omniversal Edition, Every fighter, from every game, past and future, fully destructible environments, and real-time combat physics. Tekken Eternal, hyper-realistic, fully destructible environments, and infinitely adaptive AI opponents that learn and evolve against your playstyle. Mortal Kombat, true fatality. Fatalities in combat are fully interactive, allowing you to create new moves and rewrite fights dynamically. Racing and sports games without limits. Gran Turismo Infinity, drive through endless, procedurally generate real-world roads and planets, feeling every terrain change in real time. NBA Infinite Courts, a basketball game that tracks real-world games and lets you challenge past and future versions of players. Mario Kart Reality Break, every course from every Mario Kart is merged into one massive evolving world. Firearms and action games that transcend reality. Call of Duty, multiversal warfare, fight through infinite historical battles, futuristic wars, and alternate realities, dynamically shifting between eras. Halo, divine conflict, a campaign where the story dynamically shifts based on your actions, and AI enemies become sentient. Doom, end of existence, rip and tear through infinite demon hordes with no level limits, no AI restrictions, and a world that physically reshapes based on your destruction. Sandbox and creation, games without limits. Minecraft Omniversal, a fully living universe where every block has sentience, physics are fully customizable, and worlds are infinitely generated across all realities. Gary's Mod Ultimate, modify anything in reality, from game mechanics to universal laws, and play in real-time physics experiments. The Sims, Omniverse. Instead of simulated characters, create fully sentient beings that interact dynamically across realities. Original games designed for the infinite console. Games that are only possible with infinite processing, unlimited worlds, and reality warping mechanics. Infinite adventure games. Beyond Time, Infinite Echoes, a game where every choice creates a new timeline that you can explore, altering history, worlds, and yourself. The Architects of Reality. You are a godlike creator, able to shape galaxies, civilizations, and timelines dynamically as you play. Dimensional Drifters, a roguelike adventure where every level is a different universe, with different physical laws, creatures, and challenges. Reflections of Eternity, a mystery thriller where the game world shifts and rewrites itself based on your subconscious choices. Revolutionary fighting and combat games. Annihilation Protocol, a hyperspeed combat game where fighters can move at infinite speeds, rewrite attacks, and interact across timelines. Gods of the Omniverse, a fighting game where you create your own divine warrior, choosing abilities that scale infinitely and evolve in real time. Eternal War, Universal Collapse, a battle royale where every character, environment, and ability is fully destructible and adaptive. Reality bending, sandbox, and creative games. The Simulation Beyond, a world-building game where you start as a single atom and expand into creating entire realities. Concept Crafter, a game where you literally create new ideas, objects, and worlds that react to the player's mind. Codebreaker, Quantum Edition, a puzzle game where solving challenges lets you rewrite the very rules of the universe. The Ultimate Architect, a planet creation simulator where you design civilizations, physics, and history dynamically. AI-powered, player-generated experiences. Neural Worlds, a game that adapts to your thoughts, personality, and memories to generate a completely unique world every time you play. Dreamscape Chronicles, a story-driven adventure where the AI creates a fully unique plot, characters, and conflicts based on your subconscious. Echoes of the Multiverse, a survival game where you jump between different realities, adapting to constantly shifting laws of physics and existence. Music and interactive entertainment games. Harmonic Shift, A rhythm-based world where music physically affects the game world, allowing players to manipulate reality through sound. Conductor of Creation. A game where you generate worlds by composing music, and every instrument alters the game's physics. Synesthetic Spectrum. A VR-like experience where colors, music, and sound waves form entire playable dimensions. Final Verdict. A library without limits. The Infinite Console's game library is not just bigger, it is limitless. Every game, whether from an existing IP or an original creation, is taken beyond any boundary of imagination. Players are no longer just playing games, they are experiencing, shaping, and living them. There was never a game limit, only infinite possibility. There was never a game limit, only infinite possibility.